there, back for another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. And for today's episode, we're gonna talk about how to bring up what you do without making it weird. And this strategy is so great because it can work with any situation, any conversation, no matter what that person does, you're gonna be able to bring up what you do, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it on them. So first I want you to comment below. Tell me how you're feeling when it comes to your story and bringing up what you do. Your elevator pitch, right? When people are like, so what do you do? And you're like, oh, I'm a rep for beauty products. I just love them. Like you don't have that like story, right? Like you don't know how to bring it up, okay? So let me know in the comments below. This is so important to get this down because when I work with people and I'm like, okay, let's talk about the conversation. Let's talk about that flow. A lot of times they get stuck in the friend zone. I can relate below if you know what I'm talking about. You get stuck in the friend zone, you're building rapport for 6 months, and you're just like, what am I doing wrong, right? I'm talking to a lot of people. I remember going through this. I counted how many conversations I had had in one day, and it was like a Sunday. So I was like, okay, this is kind of a medium day, right? Because weekends can be pretty busy if you're actively working your business. I had talked to 120 people in one day, and I didn't have any good prospects. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. So I really am always been a student of the business, dug in and figured out what I was doing wrong. So what I want you to do is when you're connecting with someone, ask them, I'd love to get to know you better. Tell me a bit about yourself. Or I also noticed you're, in this, entrepreneurial group. What do you do, right? Like what's the connection there where you can ask them about themselves, ask them what they do. And if they don't tell you what they do, so if you say, yeah, tell me a bit about yourself. And they're like, well, I'm a mom of 2 and we live on a farm, okay, or whatever. And they don't really say what they do. You can say, oh, that's awesome. So are you actively, do you actively run the farm, or do you stay home and are you a stay-at-home mom? Like, what do you do? You can ask that question, you guys. Like, it's not weird. It's totally normal. Side note, that's one of the reasons why I love LinkedIn, because it's so easy to get right to the point of what you do. But it's totally fine to ask that question. If they don't tell you or they don't ask you what you do, you ask them, okay? And then when they say, oh yeah, I'm a nurse, or I'm a teacher, or I'm a homeschool mom, say, this is the magic, say, oh, wow, you must really love that, because I've heard, I know the hours are probably crazy, or it's, I see how hard the teachers work, and it's, I know that it's not the most rewarding financial thing that you can do, or, I've heard the life of a farmer is tough, or homeschooling. Oh my gosh, I've had to do that a little bit, with quarantine. And I don't even know how you do that. You must really love being home with your kids and homeschooling them. So you must really love what you do. Teacher, nurse, realtor, whatever. 9 times out of 10, people don't love what they do, or they're not making enough from it to make it their end stop here, okay? There's usually more to the story. They either need more money income-wise, they would like another stream of income. For example, being a realtor, it's up and down, right? I've done real estate before, and you sometimes make a ton of money off of a sale, and then sometimes there's a drought, right? So you say it in a way that's like, oh man, you must really love what you do. And they're like, well, what do you mean? Say, oh, well, I'm sure, I have friends that are nurses and they work crazy hours. So you're not talking down what they do. You're basically like, gosh, you must really love it because it seems like a tough gig, okay? So you're basically like hinting at a pain point if there is one. If there isn't, they're going to say, yes, I absolutely love it. I was born to be a teacher. There's nothing that lights up my life more than those smiling kindergarten faces. And it's my dream job. I love it. Awesome. Bless and release, okay? What I would do at that point is I would then flip to the product or service, depending on what you promote, okay? So then I would say, oh, cool, well, this is what I do. I'd love to share with you more about how I'm helping, busy moms get their energy and their waistline back. Can I share with you what I do? I'd love, have you tried these before? If you say to them, gosh, you must really love what you do, and they're like, no, I don't. Okay. Then this is your opportunity to say, oh, well, I have a lot of friends that also do, are nurses like you are. And it's been really cool because we've been able to help them free up. Some of them have gone part-time and some of them have been able to completely replace their income. I love helping, my mom friends do that. And they're like, wait, what is that? Like, tell me more, because it's not that I don't want to do nursing, because people usually love it. It's just the hours are crazy. I mean, nurses are very overextended and stressed out. And I know I'm using nursing as an example, but this can apply for anything. I've done all kinds of jobs in my career, and a lot of them either I wasn't making enough or they were extremely stressful. So you can see how this all can work, right? And so when they say, oh, well, how did you help them do that? Or you can say, oh, well, if they say, no, I don't love it, or it's okay, say, oh, well, you know what? I work with a ton of people just like you. That's actually what I do. I actually work with busy moms that maybe would like to fill in the gaps financially, or eventually be able to completely replace their income so they can be home with their kids. And we actually do it all from our cell phones, so it can work it right into your busy schedule. Can I share with you more about what I do? I'd love to see if I can help you out. So when you're excited, you're just like, yeah, hey, you want to check it out? No big deal. People are very receptive. You'd be shocked at how the whole conversation changes energetically when you can stop making it weird, and you can stop being afraid to share what you do, and you can just ask the question. And what's the worst that could happen? Either they say, no, I'm good, I've tried that before, I'm not interested, or no, thank you. And then you can always default to the product, okay? So I want you to try this out. I want you to report back if you like this video, depending on where you're at. Share this in your stories. Tag me at the Goal Digger Girl, GOAL, and tell me your favorite takeaway below. I really appreciate it. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.